The body is a machine, and just like a machine, the body, the mind can be programmed to different states of awareness and different points of being. With this being said, I want to talk about the two voids that a person's body and mind can experience during this game of life. The first type of void that a person can experience that can hinder the joy and the experiences that one is supposed to have is the void of heartbreak. When you have your heart broken, when you go through something so detrimental to the psyche, this can leave a person in a void of hopelessness, feeling like, what is the point to trust other people? Not having a positive self image. The way you see and view yourself is the way you will show up in the world, is how other people will treat you. But if a person feels very heartbroken and as if they're not worthy or deserving of love, or whoever it was that hurt them, whether family, friends, whoever, foe, this can linger in their mind, making them feel like, well, what did I do? Why was I not good enough for this person to give me their love, or these people? Why am I not accepted? A heartbreak can cause a person to feel this deep internal void and not see their self image as amazing, as resourceful, as abundant, because you are abundant. You are a reflection of source. And when you go through deep heartbreak, when you go through deep rooted experiences, this can cause a person to feel lack and not accept their uniqueness, their individuality. So that's the first type of void, and is very detrimental to experiencing the components of coagulation with other people. We are here to sift and shift through the energies that are around us to see what feels good and what resonates. And whatever feels good and whatever resonates, that is where we will gravitate to. We go where we're celebrated, not where we're tolerated. So when you but when you attract energies to you that are a reflection of who you are, those are components for coagulation. Just as our brain sits in our head, right? Our brain cells don't go down to our feet and mingle together. Our brain cells stay within our brain, stay within that region. That is the coagulation of that energy. They come together, they're united. That is the yin and the yang of the balance of that structure. It's the same with us. If you are a high vibrational being, you're not going to coagulate with someone who's low vibrational. So when you heal from that heartbreak, you will then raise your vibration and you will be able to coagulate with those who are resonating with you. If you love painting, if you love bike riding, doing 5K runs, you're going to gravitate to experiences that bring that out of you, and those people around you will be waiting to dance and do a little bit of salsa with you. And now the second type of void comes from healing from traumas, healing from detrimental life experiences that can make you feel like you're not worthy, right? This is the second type of darker void in spirituality. This is learning so much, but words don't teach, experience does. So not only have you learned about the chakras, not only have you learned about elevating your energy, your frequency, not only have you learned grounding techniques, not only have you learned to be emotionally aware and hold that emotional intelligence, not only have you learned it, but you felt it, you understand it. Having the understanding of something is different than someone just telling you, or again, you reading it. You reading it is one part. It's 4 parts of learning. I will talk about that in another video. But there's different levels of learning. So when you have the conscious understanding, awareness of this tapestry of life, of the oneness that we all are a part of, once you integrate this and you understand it, the void can come into play when you realize, when you have the understanding that life is ultimately meaningless. This can cause a very dark void when a person realizes that everything here is just a part of source, it's just a part of creation. We're here to merely experience. But the void can come when you feel like, what is the point? What is the point? There was someone in a Lincoln Park. I don't know his name. I briefly heard it years ago, but he unalived himself because of knowing so much. So when you learn so much in spirituality, it can cause a psychosis, it can cause a depression. But that is where you're supposed to find something, not even find, gravitate to something that brings you meaning. The whole point of life and experience is you get to create a meaning for whatever love you want to feel, whatever curiosity you may have, whatever new profound art you want to take up, whatever you want to master. Okay, you want to become a karate expert. That's the whole point of life. Life is merely just to come and enjoy the experience of being in this body. Source is all around us. You are source, namaste. Source is here to experience through us. We are the observer being observed and observing. Like we are all those things. So the darker part of that void in spirituality is understanding the fact that nothing really has no meaning to it. But that's just one part of it. That's the dark part. That's the depressing part. You come out of that by saying, I'm going to make meaning out of this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to achieve this. When you have a goal, when you set goals for yourself, that makes life worthwhile. That makes you want to get up every day and succeed and conquer. Because we are here to serve each other. And I just did an article actually, how people pleasing can take away your joy. And in my article, there is a section that talks about people pleasing versus serving. When you are in server mode, when you are in your creator mode, serving is second nature because it just overflows from your fullness. Your fullness just overflows on the people, places, and things around you because it's something you love to do. When you're filled by joy doing a specific act, I'm a teacher. I'm a mastery of the mind teacher. So I love talking about this stuff. So it just overpours out of me. But let's say people pleasing. If you're people pleasing, this is where that void can come into play. Like life is really meaningless, right? Why? Because now you're following what other people may be telling you to do. You must do this. So if you know that, let's go back to that void part. If you have the awareness that, okay, life is meaningless because we're all source. We all go back to one point of being. And you're in this job or space or relationship that is not fulfilling. It can feel like, well, what is the point? What is the point? But that's where it gets exciting. The point is for you now, find meaning by no more people pleasing, by self-pleasing. Okay, I've been saying this, call me the pleasure whore because I'm going to be pleased and do things that feels good. So now you take away the fact that, oh, life is meaningless and you do whatever makes you feel good. If it doesn't feel good, it gotta go. You gotta cut it off. You must feel good. That's where you get energy from. That's where you get your energy boost packets from. Like when you playing games and you get level up packs and you get, extra hearts and extra lives. I've been playing this game lately. It's like sorting the goods, sorting the foods. It's very simple, but it's fun. It reminds me of like Candy Crush. And when you enter the game, it's so funny. You're like, oh, I get more time, right? You get more time. Happiness equals longevity of life. This is scientifically proven. When your organs are operating in higher frequencies, that adds on days of this game. It makes your body continue to just flow. You just flowing. You're not stagnant. You're not depressed. You're not in lower frequencies. So these are the two voids to really be mindful of: heartbreak and the psychosis of spiritual awakening. The heartbreak can be healed. You can overcome that all by loving yourself. The way you treat yourself is how others will treat you. Now, on the other hand of spirituality, that is a belief system. It's a program. You get to choose what resonates with you. I know out of all the things I've learned, meditation is my best friend. To quiet your mind, to being in control of those thoughts, because the thoughts and the emotions create the reality. So the reason why a lot of spiritualists talk about meditation is because when you have the ability to control your thoughts and to control your emotions, right? If you have anger and you're always in rage, when you can calm yourself down, and I know I was like this. So once you begin to analyze and calm yourself down, you master your reality. Because if you can tap into peace no matter what's going on outside of you, that means you are a winner. That thing that seems like a monster is not a monster, it's fake. because you are a god, you are a creator, you are a goddess. You can slay any giant, any bill collector calling, that doesn't bother you because you know that this is an illusion. It's not real. Okay, what did she say? What did Glorilla say? She said, fuck a credit score, I might be rich tomorrow, period. Now stay rich, wet and what, dangerous. Check the links below. I have resources for you. Peace, love, and darkness, and I will see you soon. Deuces.
Had to hop over fences and climb up the ladder to get what I want, bitch, I'm just getting better. They tried to tell me I would never be shit. Look at me now, body built like a brick. Sleep all you want, but I'm chasing my dreams.